will the future be like in LA's Leimert Park? It's a question answered first by looking back at its history. Leimert Park was the first planned community in LA, established in 1927, but on the basis that only white families could move in. By 1948, laws changed, and Leimert Park quickly grew into what it is today, fundamentally, unequivocally, and unapologetically black.
When this community here opened up to the black community, like the refit, it was like we embraced it.
Kevin Wharton Price remembers growing up here in the 1960s and the bigger changes he witnessed himself as an adult.
Black folks have been discriminated against for quite some time, coming out of the 70s and the 80s. And so, the 80s was a time to reshape our identity, to find out who we were. And so this community was very pivotal in that.
But it's now, leading up to this year's Juneteenth event this weekend, that some community members say one major change remains: renaming Leimert Park from what it was to what it's become.
We want to officially have this area recognized as our Africa Town.
Billion Godson is with the Africa Town Coalition. He says the name Africa Town has floated around for decades, but he's hoping new support could get the city of LA to officially recognize the area as such.
If you're looking for Chinese culture, you can go to Chinatown. If you're looking for Korean culture, you can go to Koreatown. We as African Americans helped to both found this city, we have helped to build this city up, and we have put out culture that spread it worldwide, be it hip-hop, street culture. So now we want to officially have an area recognized and designated for our contributions.
A weekend street market has been trying to drum up support for the idea. Vendors and guests alike offering their own reasons for coming back to Africa Town over and over again.
It gets amazingly busy. I love being able to be in our black culture. It's a place where we can be in our full blackness and understand that we are absolutely here to circulate our black dollars.
It's a community that I can go to and make me feel more connected to my roots. Here I'm a little bit more able to be free, not judged upon, not looked at because my big lips and curly hair.
When people come to LA, a lot of folks are familiar with Hollywood, Venice Beach, different areas, but one of the things we as black people always are asked, where the black people at? Where can we go and see us, be us, do us?
There has been some pushback from some. That's why organizers believe the city is stalled in making the change.
Why is it when black folks want something specific to them, it becomes a question.
But the future of this area sees the now as very different from Leimert Park's infancy.
We need to show progress. Racism is currently still in our present day existence, but it needs to be in our past. Ever since the whole George Floyd thing, they were tearing down all the statues all over the world of racist people that had done atrocities. We need to get rid of those names in the communities that they're at.
They see it as a lesson that may still need learning.
Educate and get better. We're supposed to be human beings. We're supposed to be the dominant species on the planet when it comes to intellect and creativity and ingenuity. Let's act like it.
From Leimert Park, potentially Africa Town. John Lennon, NBC 4 News.
And we reached out to LA City Councilman Herb Wesson's office about the possible name change. They say the Leimert Park Neighborhood Council would have to meet and agree before providing an official resolution before the council would move to formally introduce a motion.